Imagine a corporation so powerful that it had its own army, collected taxes, controlled kings, and ruled millions. Not a country, a company. That is how Britain conquered India. Before Britain arrived, India was one of the richest regions in the world, famous for cotton, silk, spices, jewels, and trade. A patchwork of powerful kingdoms and the declining Mughal Empire. Europeans saw India as the largest market in the East, a land that could make any empire rich. This attracted the Portuguese first, then the Dutch, French, and finally the English. The East India Company, EIC, wasn't a government, it was a private corporation backed by the British Crown. Its early goals? Trade spices. Beat the Dutch and Portuguese competition. Open trading posts called factories. Key early bases? Surat, 1612, Madras, 1639, Bombay, 1668, Calcutta, 1690. At this time, Mughals were strong enough to set rules, and the EIC obeyed. The death of Emperor Aurangzeb caused civil wars, weak successors, rise of regional powers, the Marathas, Mysore Nawabs. India was rich but politically divided, and the British exploited this perfectly. This was the opening Britain had been waiting for. In the 1700s, France was Britain's biggest rival. Both powers wanted India. The Carnatic Wars, 1746 to 1763. Fought mostly in South India. British versus French. Local Indian rulers fought on both sides. British leader Robert Clive emerged as a strategic genius. Britain won these wars, pushing France out and becoming the main European power in India. The Battle of Plassey is the moment the British Empire truly begins. Why it happened? The Nawab of Bengal, Siraj-ud-Daulah, opposed British expansion. Britain wanted control of Bengal, India's richest province. Robert Clive secretly bribed key Nawab generals. Result? The Nawab was defeated. Clive installed a puppet ruler. The EIC gained control of Bengal's treasury. This gave the company unimaginable wealth, military dominance, and economic power to expand. Bengal became the financial engine of the British Empire. After Plassey, the East India Company transformed, no longer just trading, now ruling territory, collecting taxes, maintaining a private army. The company army eventually became the largest standing army in Asia. It employed European officers, Indian sepoys or soldiers. This army allowed the EIC to defeat or dominate all Indian kingdoms. The British used several tactics to expand. Support one kingdom against another, then take control when they were weak. Indian rulers had to disband their armies, accept British troops in their state, and pay heavy taxes for protection. Failure to pay meant annexation. If a ruler died without a biological son, the British took the kingdom. Used to annex Satara, Jhansi, Nagpur. This policy angered Indians deeply. Tipu Sultan, Britain's toughest opponent, defeated. South India fell under British control. Maratha Empire, 1818. After several Anglo-Maratha wars, British victory made them rulers of most of India. Punjab, 1849. Defeated the Sikh Empire under young Maharaja Duleep Singh. By mid-1800s, the East India Company ruled almost all of India. By 1850, India was Britain's biggest source of wealth. provided cotton, tea, spices, opium, soldiers. Fueled the Industrial Revolution. Gave Britain massive global power. India made Britain the richest and most powerful empire in the world. But the company's brutality and racism led to the Indian Rebellion of 1857. Sepoys, Indian soldiers, revolted. Peasants, princes, and common people joined. A massive uprising shook British rule. The British crushed the rebellion, but London decided the company must go. British government takes over. After 1857, the British Crown dissolved the East India Company. India became a British colony directly governed by the Queen. A new era began, the British Raj, 1858 to 1947. This marked Britain's peak as a global empire. End of Part 2 summary. Britain took over India through exploiting political chaos, beating European rivals, battles like Plassey, manipulation of Indian princes, massive private armies, economic control. This conquest made Britain the unstoppable superpower of the 18th and 19th centuries.